Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Michelle here with a couple of really fun guests, and we have some really cool things to show you here before we are done.
But things are going to be lighting up here shortly, I believe.
Bill and Mariah are here. Bill and Mariah Burkett are here, and they are from Burkett Entertainment and Eden Event Planning, and just trying to keep you organized on a very special time of year, Michelle.
Yes, but before we get into that, the last time you were here, you were talking about getting engaged. It was the Valentine's weekend, and now what? And so, did you have kind of a lot of people kind of reaching out to you after that weekend that were getting engaged?
Yeah, that following Monday is usually kind of our busy. We definitely, our phones are always by our sides that following Monday.
So it was as you predicted.
Yes.
Ringing off the hooks?
Yes, and people start right away too. They don't
Now, when people call you, do they just say, hey, we need a date, or we need to do this, what do we need to do next? Or do they tell you a story about how they got engaged?
It kind of depends. Sometimes it's a story. If it's like a different way, they'll go into detail, like, oh, I just got engaged on Friday and this is how I did it and this and that. And that's usually more with the planning than the DJ. Usually with the DJ, it's usually the guy calling and he'll be like, hey, I need a DJ.
And they do usually reach out that quickly after their, I mean, that's kind of like the first thing they do.
Yeah, because I think it's the main things. They really want to get it booked. If they know they want a specific person, they want to get it booked and they want to start the planning right away. Plus, they're so excited to do all of that. So, yeah, it's usually pretty instantaneous.
Now, when the guys call and they're looking for a DJ, what are some of the things that they specifically request from you?
Are you available is the first one.
Okay. and then hopefully you'll say yes, and then they say yeah.
And just how long you been doing it? And then I've been doing it since I was 16 years old, so it's a long time. Yeah. How many DJs do you have?
Yeah.
And what extra things do you have? A lot of people come to us because we're a 2-time award-winning entertainment company. We've only been in business 3 years.
Right.
So that helps. And then they ask
Speaks
about
volumes to
it does, yeah.
what you guys do.
And your special effects. That's where a lot of people see pictures of it, so they want to know.
What are some of the things that set you apart from the other DJs that are out there?
The customer service, like I said last time. We respond instantly, and people ask a lot of questions, but the first thing they're like, wow, you responded right away. I didn't have to wait 2 weeks for a response.
Right.
Being able to read the crowd. We're all very good at that, reading the crowd. And we don't just play music, we read the crowd. We know what song we should play next. We don't just play it by a playlist. We have it all in files beforehand as far as the first dance and all that stuff. So
okay,
because it's a big day, an event and so forth, and you want to be treated like, and they know you have lots of other events happening, but they're probably it's their only
we focus on them.
Our company is about creating moments for the couple, and not just for the couple, but for your entire guests, all of your guests. We want everybody to feel special. You only do this once if you're lucky. It's a big day. So we want everybody to feel special.
And all the details and that immediate.
I want to go back and touch on the music again because you said you have so much selection. You have so many things at your fingertips, which at one time was not available. Have there already been any trends recently when it comes to music, or is music all over the board?
It is all over the board. But being able to have Apple Music as backup, so somebody comes up and requests that song that just came out yesterday, and the bride and groom say it's okay, we can play it. We're able to do that.
And that's one of the things that you just made a real powerful statement here is the bride and groom said it's okay, because a lot of times, in the past when the DJs played stuff, they just took a request and put it on and say, no, you shouldn't do that. Nope. And so the bride and groom, they're the ultimate judges when it says that what music is being played.
Yep,
right?
and then our planning tool, actually you can select a must play, do not play, play if possible.
Oh, you're kidding, really?
Yeah, so that's a huge tool. Yeah.
And how much in advance do you have that tool and have the ability to start picking the songs that you said must have, don't play, and then if you can, it'd be nice to have these.
Yep. So as soon as you book with us, you send the contract and
your invoice.
You get that planning tool instantly. In a matter of 5 minutes, you could have everything back and have your planning tool.
Wow.
That's how fast we are. Yeah.
Do you have anyone requesting their music on vinyl? No, it's kind of big. We've had some guests in talking about that.
So I know vinyl's coming back, but I actually use vinyl. I use a program called Serato. It's controlled through the computer. It's the actual vinyl is a time code.
Okay.
So that gets a lot of people at weddings like, well, you use vinyl? Well, I don't actually use vinyl. It's a program used through the computer, but
right.
You talk about creating these moments. So let's get into kind of specific. What are some of the things that you guys do that set you apart? That when we're talking about the moments that we're trying to create for people.
Yeah. So with our planning tool, like he said, every couple gets their own personal login. As soon as they book with us, we get everything back, and they get their login. They can start using that immediately, and that is all the way up until their wedding. A week before their wedding, our DJ is their DJ that's going to be there that day. They are going to meet with them. They're going to run through everything, start to finish. And that helps everything stay, flowing.
It takes the guesswork out of it, too.
Kind of keeps that constant line of communication, too, with all of the details.
And that
all
planning tool breaks everything down. And that's super important, even for if you have a wedding planner, because that login can be given to your wedding planner. That wedding planner can log in. They can look at all of your information. It's a great way to store information. It helps you create a timeline, which a lot of couples have problems with because they're like, where do I even start with a timeline? I have no idea. But that helps you, and it stores it, and all of your vendors can see it. So it's really nice. And then as far as creating your moments, our special effects are probably our favorite way to create moments.
Let's get into that.
So we did bring our spark machines. They're cold spark machines. So we're going to show you how you can hold your hand over it. You can.
So these are not dangerous at all?
They are not dangerous at all.
Okay.
And as far as venues go, we are always more than happy to take these into the venues ahead of time just to show people, because when they hear spark machines, they're like, absolutely not. You are not setting fire to my building. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, we're going to walk over here. Bill, let's go over here and show everybody what they're just boxes here, and they just look like regular, like small speakers, actually, is what they look like. And so you have a remote control, so the DJ will have the remote?
Yep, the DJ are bigger ones, they're DMX controlled. They can use the program if we do a bigger production wedding, which we do some of those. But for the normal, we do, you want to do the honors?
Yeah, absolutely. No.
So you just hit this on button.
Do I want to do the seriously?
Of course he does.
You just hit the on button, and then when you're done, hit the off button.
I'm going to turn this on, and then I'm not turning it off, right? All right, so, and this is safe.
This is safe. I'll actually show you. So you can put your hand over it like this.
Oh, this is so cool.
Oh, look at that.
How about... Lady, where's the camera? This camera here?
I want to start the show off that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iowa Live. We'll be here all morning. This is so cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
What is this similar to?
Oh, well, it's similar to real ones. You can hear the sound and everything in it.
Look at these here. And really, it's nothing.
Nope. It won't burn. Oh.
Fire alarms.
There we go. Well, we have the alarms going off. That's the way to celebrate. People are going to remember your wedding if the alarms go off.
Yeah. Way to make an impact here this morning.
They are just a fine powder, though, so there really is no fire to them.
Okay.
At all.
But it's very impressive, though. You really have a cool thing going on here. Now, people want to get a hold of you. Obviously, seeing that, amongst the other things, the planning of the music, which is absolutely essential.
Yep. It actually been like a cake cutting song that you probably don't even think of. That's on there.
A cake cutting song?
Yep.
Never even thought of that.
Yeah.
All right, so all this and much more. Look at this. This is how you get a hold of them, Michelle.
That's right. Eventswitheden.com or BurkettEntertainment.com. You guys are doing great work and making all of these events very memorable, and it's nice to know you have that attention to detail and making it easy for everybody, and you know how to really light things up.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Great job,
All right,
man.
thanks so much for having us.